right, happy Friday. Who's ready for the weekend? All right. Anybody have any big plans? Homework? Hopefully not. All right, so keep your computers closed for a minute. All right, so today we're just going to kind of continue what we're doing. Scope the project and then just let you work on it the rest of the time. As you know, it's like just over an hour class today. So I had a thought yesterday that we could do one of two things. We can try to agree on the kind of the format that you all use and do your best using that format. Or I can just let each team kind of come up with their own way to do it, which would be more work for me because then for each team I have to create my own test set. So like Felix, you say like, hey, we use whatever colors, then I'm willing to do that. So it's kind of like it lets you be more creative, each team, just to figure out some way to do it. But at first, I guess I want to hear, what did you experiment with and what did you find so far? Yes, Dave?
What was the first option again?
We agree on sort of the format and template that we want to use.
Got it.
And the other way is just each team can do their own, which makes it harder for me, but that's fine. We want to do that. Yes, Marcel?
I found that what they call, if you use words, it works really well.
Okay.
We found that it struggles to differentiate the number of digits in a sort of number. So we traded roughly 300 images in two classes, one with 3 digits and one with 4 digits. And it often struggled to figure out which one was 4 and which one was 7.
It also
Can't even classify 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It might be due to like us using like a piece of paper that was like and stuff and holding it.
We used different pieces of paper. So we used graph paper and we used blank paper.
But it might also just be looking at the shape of the paper rather than the actual like the actual like amount of paper, since it's also since that's a bit more constant.
So if you use graph paper, it could be, like, think about the thumbs up, thumbs down. Is it perhaps recognizing, like, the graphs, and now it's like, well, that's the most important feature. You know, I don't know.
Well, we
No,
used
no.
different types. We used
That's why
graph
we
paper for
different types.
less, and then we also used just a blank white sheet of paper with numbers.
And it can't even classify between 3 and 4 numbers.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it is it's a bit finicky.
It's very inconsistent. We also messed with the amount of epochs that it does, so how many times and that.
I think it's lower.
Did it? Yeah. There's kind of backwards. The lower epochs, the better it works, which might be if it was like over recognizing patterns or something.
Did anybody Google epoch? I was wondering if anybody was going to start looking at those advanced
So
things. You know what it
it's
is?
like a set of time. So how many times it does it? It's a cycle essentially.
What were you going to say? And so when you said you got words work pretty well, like describe, what did you do?
So, like the format, or like how I cut.
Whatever you did.
So I just made multiple cards, and then if it was foreign, I would write foreign at the bottom right above the name. And then for the expiration date, I would write invalid or valid, and then for the CVV, I would write invalid or valid.
And you found that it could do a decent job of classifying invalid, valid, and fraud.
Except I didn't test out the 16 digit to see if it would classify as that as invalid. So I have to still test that.
Okay.
One thing, we didn't test large differences between digits. So like say 16 digits of 4, we didn't test that. So that could be something to look at. But between like 3 and 4,
Okay. So how do you want to proceed? Each team just want to try their own way? Like, I'm fine with it. I actually kind of like that.
So we have our own like ways of representing
Yeah.
each part.
Yeah. And I would say the goal is try to get as close to like just what a real like. Yes, you could start using shapes and colors. That's fine. But if you find a way to do it with just text and numbers, like apparently you like, I don't know, I can't vouch for it, but according to what you're saying, that would be like the better way. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's a challenge. Like, how good can you make this without straying too far from what a real kind of card would have, right? Yes.
Would we make like a template card for you to go off of, like each team?
I would just wanna probably see, yeah, you could make a template card for me, but I'd also just wanna see your training data then. So I would, cause I would need to know, well, what does like an invalid look like? So I'd need like one sample of each,
Alright.
so I can kind of like see what you did. Then I would have to come up with a test. Let's do that. So everybody can just, so you might not wanna give away your secrets then to other teams, right? Alright, so just work on that, then work on that, experiment. So the rest of class, just experiment with what you wanna use. And the goal is, okay, at the end of the project, you're gonna just like show me, what did you do? I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna go, okay, I'll create some tests, and then we'll just try it, right? Okay? And so again, part of this is to say, you know, you did the thumbs up, thumbs down, right? And you saw that, hey, it's actually pretty good at doing pictures. So now we're saying like, well, could you use this, what else can you use this computer vision learning system for? And I think what you're finding is, it's not great for these kind of applications, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, so what I want you to do is get as close as you can using this, but then really, the point of this is to learn more about the computer vision learning part of it, and you're gonna realize like, oh, this doesn't work great for this, so the next question is, well, how would we do something like learning a credit card to categorize it, right? And that's gonna be the next lesson, which won't involve using computer vision, okay? That's kind of the point of this, right? So that's what we'll get to next. But for now, just try to get like the best you can, and the goal is do it with, you know, what seems reasonably like a credit card as best you can. If you have to use some colors, okay, that's fine. But, you know, think about how can you try to make it work, right? Yes, Felix?
Do you have paper?
Yes, there's paper up here. Graph paper? I don't think I have it.
Plain.
Plain, yeah. Be judicious, maybe you cut it into things or rip it into things, there's scissors in the back. Just kind of share it. I can get more if you need it, so let me know if you need more. I'll walk around, I'll see what you're doing, if you have questions, if you're confused on what to do, let me know. That's just what we'll do in class. When do you want to make this due?
Not today.
No, it's not due today. This isn't meant to be like a huge, long project.
Next week, Thursday.
Next Thursday?
I think to account maybe, Tuesday and
So your proposal is have 2 more classes to think about this and talk about it. So all next week.
yeah, all
Let's
of
do
next
that.
week at least, so that because we also have like the other classes that are gonna also start picking up pace and stuff.
So next Friday, end of Friday? Or you need the weekend?
Sure, or one weekend or
Next Friday or the following Monday? When do you want this due? Unfortunately, you guys don't get a vote.
Better if you go
Following Monday, because
Following Monday.
Vivian's like half in half.
Okay, following Monday, and I'll work with the people who aren't in this period separately, because I know you're like a whole day behind, so don't worry about it. So, but for everybody else, next Monday. Not this coming Monday, following Monday. Okay. Have a good weekend.
I can put them in the back. I borrowed them.